In modern software development, delivering high-quality, bug-free applications is crucial for user satisfaction and business success. To achieve this, developers and testers rely on systematic methods to validate that software behaves as intended. One of the most fundamental tools in this process is the test case. A test case is a structured document that defines specific conditions, inputs, and expected results to verify a software feature or functionality. Test cases ensure that every part of the system is tested thoroughly, providing confidence that the software will perform correctly under various scenarios. Definition of test cases. A test case is essentially a blueprint for testing a particular function, module, or workflow within a software application. It serves as a guide for testers, describing exactly what needs to be tested, how to test it, and what outcome is expected. Unlike informal testing, which may rely on intuition or exploration, test cases provide standardized, repeatable steps to verify software behavior, making testing consistent across different team members and iterations. Purpose of test cases. The main purpose of test cases is to detect defects and ensure software quality. By outlining expected behavior and providing clear steps to validate it, test cases help identify discrepancies between actual and desired performance. They also serve as a form of documentation, offering evidence that testing has been performed. Additionally, test cases facilitate communication between developers, testers, and stakeholders by providing a clear understanding of what is being tested and why it matters. Components of a test case. A comprehensive test case includes several key components. The test case ID ensures traceability and easy reference. The test description explains what functionality or scenario is being tested. Preconditions specify the required system state or environment setup before executing the test. Test steps provide detailed instructions to perform the test, while test data specifies the inputs used. The expected result defines the correct behavior, and the actual result records the outcome when executed. Finally, the status, either pass or fail, and comment section provide additional context or observations, such as potential defects or unexpected behavior. So let's talk about the types of test cases. Test cases can be categorized based on testing objectives and methods. Functional test cases validate that a feature meets specified requirements. Negative test cases, on the other hand, check how the system handles invalid or unexpected inputs. Then we've got boundary test cases, which focus on edge conditions like minimum and maximum inputs or even empty fields. Integration test cases are important too, as they assess the interaction between different modules or systems. And of course, there are performance test cases, which evaluate system responsiveness, load handling, and stability under stress. Each type ensures that the software is tested comprehensively, covering both typical and extreme usage scenarios. Test cases are honestly critical for maintaining software quality and reducing post-release defects. They act as a sort of roadmap for testers, minimizing ambiguity and making sure there's systematic coverage of all features. By clearly defining expected outcomes, test cases help testers quickly identify deviations or bugs. They also provide a historical record of testing activities, which can be super helpful during audits, compliance reviews, or future development cycles. Well-maintained test cases really do improve productivity and reduce the risk of errors slipping into production. One of the most significant benefits of test cases is their use in regression testing. Whenever software is updated with new features, bug fixes, or enhancements, existing functionalities may inadvertently break. By re-executing previously defined test cases, teams can quickly verify that updates do not introduce new defects. Regression testing using test cases ensures that software remains stable over time, and that old functionalities continue to operate correctly alongside new developments. Best practices for writing test cases. Well, creating effective test cases really requires careful planning. Each test case should be clear, concise, and focused on just a single scenario. Testers should include both positive, meaning valid inputs, and negative, or invalid inputs scenarios to cover all possibilities. Test steps need to be precise, avoiding any ambiguity, and test data should, reflect real-world usage. Meaningful names and IDs make tracking and reporting easier, and regular review and updates ensure that test cases stay relevant as software requirements evolve. Incorporating these best practices definitely improves test efficiency and effectiveness. Challenges in test case management. Well, despite their benefits, managing test cases presents challenges, especially in large-scale or rapidly changing projects. Writing exhaustive test cases can be really time-consuming, and poorly documented cases may lead to gaps in testing coverage. Maintaining up-to-date test cases when requirements change requires disciplined version control and collaboration. Also, ensuring that test cases are reusable, modular, and easy to understand by different team members can be a pretty complex task. Effective test case management tools and practices are, honestly, essential to overcome these challenges. Automation of test cases plays a vital role in modern software testing, especially for repetitive or high-volume scenarios. Automated test cases can be executed repeatedly without manual intervention, which, significantly improves efficiency and reduces human error. Automation tools simulate user interactions, validate outcomes, and generate reports, making regression testing faster and more reliable. However, not all test cases are suitable for automation. Scenarios that require subjective judgment, complex workflows, or visual verification may still need manual testing. So combining manual and automated approaches provides optimal coverage and reliability. In conclusion, test cases are a foundational element of software development and quality assurance. They provide structured guidance for testing, enable early detection of defects, and ensure that software meets both functional and non-functional requirements. By supporting regression testing, automation, and comprehensive documentation, test cases improve software reliability, reduce risk, and increase stakeholder confidence. Well-designed and maintained test cases are not just a testing tool, they are a critical component of delivering high-quality software that meets user expectations.